Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to look at the top scorers for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Who are the legends that have scored the most goals for their teams? Who are the current stars that are breaking records and making history? Let's find out. But before we begin, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Alright, let's get into it. We will start with Real Madrid, the most successful club in European history with 14 Champions League titles. The top scorer for Los Blancos is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored an incredible 450 goals in 438 games for the club between 2009 and 2018. Ronaldo won 4 Champions League trophies with Real Madrid, as well as 2 La Liga titles and 5 Ballon d'Or awards. He is widely regarded as one of the best players of all time, and his goal-scoring exploits are unmatched by anyone else in the history of the club. Moving on to Milan, the Italian giants have won 7 Champions League titles and 19 Serie A titles. The top scorer for the Rossoneri is Gunnar Nordahl, who scored 221 goals in 268 games for the club between 1949 and 1956. Nordahl was part of the famous Grenoli trio, along with his Swedish compatriots Nils Lidholm and Gunnar Gren, who helped Milan win 2 Serie A titles and 1 Latin Cup. Nordahl was a prolific striker who won 5 Capocannoniere awards as the top scorer in Serie A. Next up is Barcelona, the Catalan club that has won 5 Champions League titles and 26 La Liga titles. The top scorer for the Blaugrana is Lionel Messi, who has scored an astonishing 672 goals for the club since making his debut in 2004. Messi is widely considered one of the best players in the world right now. He has won 7 Ballon d'Or awards, as well as 10 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League trophies with Barcelona. He is also the top scorer in La Liga history, and he holds many other records and accolades. Moving on to Bayern Munich, the German powerhouse that has won 6 Champions League titles and 30 Bundesliga titles. The top scorer for the Bavarians is Gerd Müller, who scored 566 goals in 607 games for the club between 1964 and 1991. Müller was nicknamed Der Bomber for his lethal finishing and his ability to score from any angle. He won 4 Bundesliga titles and 3 Champions League trophies with Bayern Munich, as well as 1 Ballon d'Or award and a World Cup with Germany. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest strikers of all time. Now let's go to England, where we have Liverpool, the 5th most successful club in Europe with 6 Champions League titles. The top scorer for the Reds is Ian Rush, who scored 346 goals in 660 games for the club across 2 spells between 1980 and 1961. Rush was a prolific striker who formed a deadly partnership with Kenny Dalglish. He won 5 league titles and 2 Champions League trophies with Liverpool, as well as the FA Cup and the League Cup. He is also the all-time top scorer in the FA Cup history with 44 goals. Next up is Ajax, the Dutch club that has won 4 Champions League titles and 35 Eredivisie titles. The top scorer for the Lancers is Piet van Reenen, who scored 273 goals in 237 games for the club between 1929 and 19421. Van Reenen was a powerful centre-forward who dominated the Dutch league with his goal-scoring prowess. He won 8 Eredivisie titles and 2 KNVB Cups with Ajax, as well as 2 Zilveren Bal awards as the top scorer in Dutch football. Moving on to Internazionale, the Italian club that has won 3 Champions League titles and 19 Serie A titles. The top scorer for the Nerazzurri is Giuseppe Meazza, who scored 284 goals in 408 games for the club between 1927 and 19401. Miazza was a versatile forward who could play as a striker, a winger, or a playmaker. He won 3 Serie A titles and 1 Coppa Italia with Inter, as well as 2 World Cups with Italy. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, and the San Siro Stadium is named after him. Next up is Juventus, the Italian club that has won 2 Champions League titles and 36 Serie A titles. The top scorer for the Bianconeri is Alessandro Del Piero, who scored 290 goals in 705 games for the club between 1993 and 2012. Del Piero was a classy forward who could score with both feet and from free kicks. He won 6 Serie A titles and 1 Champions League trophy with Juventus, as well as a World Cup with Italy. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time and a legend of Juventus. Moving on to Celtic, the Scottish club that has won 1 Champions League title and 51 Scottish Premiership titles. The top scorer for the Hoops is Jimmy McGrory, who scored 522 goals in 550 games for the club between 1922 and 19371. McGrory was a prolific striker who had a powerful header and a deadly shot. He won 6 Scottish Premiership titles and 4 Scottish Cups with Celtic, as well as 2 British Home Championship titles with Scotland. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time and the highest goalscorer in British football history. Next up is Atletico Madrid, the Spanish club that has won 1 Champions League title and 11 La Liga titles. The top scorer for the Colchoneros is Luis Aragonés, who scored 172 goals in 360 games for the club between 1964 and 19741. Aragonés was a creative midfielder who could also play as a forward. He won 4 La Liga titles and 3 Copa del Rey trophies with Atletico Madrid, as well as a European Championship with Spain. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time and a legend of Atletico Madrid. Finally, we have Benfica, the Portuguese club that has won 2 Champions League titles and 37 Primeira Liga titles. The top scorer for the Eagles is Eusebio, who scored 473 goals in 440 games for the club between 1961 and 19751. Eusebio was a phenomenal forward who had speed, skill, strength, and a powerful shot. He won 11 Primeira Liga titles and 1 Champions League trophy with Benfica, as well as a Ballon d'Or award and a European Championship runner-up medal with Portugal. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time and the best African player ever. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the top scorers for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more football content. Also, let us know in the comments below who is your favorite scorer and why. Thank you for watching and see you next time.